Yahweh, guide our minds and hearts today as we explore your word in Yeshua's name. Amen. Welcome to the deep dive, everyone. So if you just look at your social media feed right now, it is pretty wild.
Oh yeah, it is completely exhausting.
Right. Everyone is just obsessed with manifesting success and projecting this, well, totally flawless life. But secretly, you are probably just spiritually exhausted.
I mean, yeah, who wouldn't be?
Exactly. So today we are exploring what we call the Gideon mandate, which is basically this call to private purification before any sort of public victory. We're looking at how the book of Judges is honestly like a perfect mirror for our modern chaotic world.
Yeah, the parallels are honestly striking when we look at Gideon because, we usually picture these biblical heroes as these bold warriors with just perfect faith.
Oh, totally. Like untethered superheroes.
Right. But when we first meet Gideon, he is not leading an army or preaching. He is literally hiding in a wine press, just trying to survive because Israel is being so heavily oppressed by the Midianites.
Which, by the way, the reason they are oppressed in the first place sets up this whole mandate. Israel basically chose comfort over covenant.
Yeah, they drifted.
They drifted from Yahweh's commandments and started, mixing with the customs of the surrounding nations. So before Gideon can actually fight any public battle, Yahweh demands he do something really specific. He has to tear down his father's altar to Baal.
And tearing down that altar, that is the private purification, right? Because today, nobody is bowing to a literal stone statue in their living room.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Right, but our modern Baals are just as real. They take the form of, well, you see online all the time, the soft life culture.
Oh, wow, yeah. The whole soft life trend.
Exactly. It is this idea of self-worship that is heavily disguised as self-care. It is seeking endless validation on social media instead of actually seeking Yahweh. But true followership, like Yeshua said in Luke 9:23, requires taking up your cross daily.
Okay, wait, let me push back on that a little bit. Where exactly is the line there? Well, because rest and peace are deeply biblical concepts, right? The Sabbath is literally a commandment. So at what point does biblical rest turn into, comfort as a modern idol?
That is a great question. I think the line is crossed when comfort replaces obedience.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, because rest is designed to restore you so you can faithfully serve Yahweh. But comfort becomes an idol when it demands that Yahweh and really everything else serves you.
Right. So if avoiding discomfort means you are actively avoiding his commandments, then comfort has basically become your Baal.
Exactly. And if comfort is the idol, tearing it down should trigger some big reward in our minds, right?
Yeah, you would definitely think Yahweh would just hand Gideon this massive platform after that. Here is 1 million followers and an unstoppable army.
But he does the exact opposite.
Right. Kingdom mathematics operates in complete reverse. Yahweh actually cuts his forces down to just 300 men. From thousands to 300, that sounds like a total setup for failure.
It completely looks like failure to us. But in Judges 7:2, Yahweh explicitly explains the mechanism behind this.
What does he say?
He tells Gideon the army is actually too many, because if they win with thousands, Israel will just claim self-made success. Yahweh literally says, "Lest Israel vaunt themselves against me, saying, 'Mine own hand hath saved me.'"
Wow.
He strips the army down specifically to protect them from pride.
That makes so much sense. It is as if Yahweh is intentionally unfollowing your distractions.
Oh, I love that phrasing.
Yeah, he is actively shrinking your circle, stripping away your resources, or even changing the algorithm of your life so that your faith just has to get louder.
Right.
You look around, you realize your safety nets are completely gone, and you know for an absolute fact that he carried you.
And that isolation strips away any sort of performative faith. You cannot fake it when you are down to 300 men facing an entire empire.
Definitely not.
Gideon was terrified. He even questioned the angel earlier, asking, "If Yahweh be with us, why then has all this befallen us?" And I think so many people are asking that exact question today.
Oh, for sure. Especially amidst inflation, global conflict, just endless anxiety.
Yeah, but Yahweh did not cancel him for asking those questions. He just demanded obedience.
Because Gideon's faith wasn't about being this ultra-polished spiritual influencer. It was raw. As 1 Samuel 15:22 reminds us, to obey is better than sacrifice.
Exactly. The kingdom isn't built through perfection culture. It is built through surrendered people.
Right.
And that requirement for raw obedience explains why Yahweh approached Gideon the way he did in the very beginning. He called him a mighty man of valor while he was still literally hiding in the winepress.
That is so wild to think about.
Yahweh called him based on who he would become through radical obedience, not who he was in his current fear.
Okay, so as you go through your week, I want you to think about this final thought. In Judges 7, those final 300 men were not chosen at random.
No, they really weren't.
Yahweh actually selected them based on how they drank water from a stream. He chose the ones who stayed alert and vigilant, rather than the ones who bowed down completely, losing their focus just to drink.
That is such a powerful detail.
Right. So if Yahweh is preparing you for a public victory right now, what mundane, everyday habits is he using to test if you actually belong in the 300?